So hey everyone, Brian Bearable Traders, Wednesday, March 25th, and had another rally day today, but sold off pretty hard going into the close. And you can see actually the NASDAQ turned red at the end of the day. S&P went back to flat, but then managed a rally right at the end there to end up a little bit. Dow up another 2.33%. But significantly off the high. We really had that sell-off going into the back end of the trading session. I don't know if there was some news that came out, but the sell-off was pretty severe here. So kind of an interesting trading day, but had a nice long trending pattern on all these indexes, number of stocks right up to around 2 p.m. where we started to chop, and then I think maybe there was just some buying exhaustion there and some profit taking. So two big up days, at least until this point anyway. So let's just take a look at some indexes here quickly on stock charts, my favorite charting tool. And we'll look at the ETFs. Let's look at the indexes for starters. And you can see here, I think this is pretty much, a lot of the indexes are going to look like this, but you can see here we've come back up, had a big day yesterday. Bit of it seems like an exhaustion day today on the buyer's side, but we did touch the 20 moving average and then pulled back, so we ended up with a bit of an indecision doji. Up a little bit from the open, but not very much. And I think we may actually be pulling back now here. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. The 10-year kind of bouncing around under $1. Not really much more to say about that right now. The Dow, sort of same comment as the transports. Indecision candle today with that sell-off. And we came up, touched 22,000 and pulled back. Again, this is looking like I think it may turn around, head lower on Friday. Futures are just slightly negative right now, so no telling where we'll end up. And here's the small caps, same story. Gotten back above the oversold condition. And volume dropping off a bit here. MACD kind of curling up to looks like it might's going to try to cross here, but I'm again thinking we may roll over a bit on Friday. Qs actually ended up down on the day, which is surprising, but again, bit of an indecision doji, but more biased to the downside there. And the S&P 500 large caps, same comment, back above the oversold condition. Indecision doji candle here today after a big gap and run yesterday. So we'll see where things head tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see if we really get a hard sell-off or if we just kind of chop around on Friday. We did have Microsoft after hours today. Earnings report seemed to be fairly positively taken by the marketplace, so we could get the Qs rallying a bit. Not sure. Dollar still continues to pull back here after this huge run up. This is a real strong indecision candle. So opens higher and heads lower, but still above previous day close. You can see here definitely a reversal candle there. And the VIX, despite having a couple up days, really the VIX is just hanging in there. So volatility, people are asking me why volatility hasn't pulled back with the market going up. And again, I think people are out there, they're buying options, maybe driving the price of the options up. And therefore volatility is remaining high. And I think people are just still nervous, so therefore, volatility index still remains high. And I've said along, if you want to see a sort of a bottoming in the indexes, you'll see the VIX start to pull back, which means the nervousness in the market will be subsiding. But right now, there's still a lot of nervousness, obviously, in the market. And the volatility index remains high despite the rally that we have had. A couple of stocks just like to watch. Baidu, it's again indecision candle here. Nice gap up on Monday or Tuesday, I should say. KWeb, another one I was telling people to keep an eye on as a possible reversal on the weekend for a nice run. Had a good gap up. Had a nice reversing candle on Monday, or and then a huge gap up Tuesday, and then nice gap on Wednesday as well. But again, looking a little extended here, and I think that we may see a pullback. LK again pulling back here after getting over 30 today. Triple M, not really great price action on that. Again, Micron reported after the close. I think it's trading around for just under 45 maybe. Can't remember what the last print was on the in the aftermarket, but it's up a fair amount after hours here. Must have come out with a good report. Oil continues to chop along this level here. I don't really see it maybe going anywhere at this point. Here's a nice performing stock. I didn't get any of this, but I was flagging it a number of times. Race, put in a nice, you can see this nice double bottom pattern here. And then we had a nice gap up on the Tuesday and a follow through on the Wednesday. So maybe something to keep an eye on if it does pull back. It seems like it's got some buying interest. And I think that's it. No, semis. Semis didn't do very well today. They came back and then ended up down on the day, which was a little bit surprising, down from previous day close. So we'll see how they perform tomorrow with Micron reporting what looks to be a good earnings report. Space doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Team really just came ripping back, and again might be something to watch if we do get a pullback, which I am pretty certain we are going to get a pullback here. Nothing resolves to the upside on this immediately. We've still got lots of stuff going on with the virus, and I just don't see this being a bottom by any means. Let's actually just quickly rip back here. Just a reminder for everyone, this is a Dow of the SARS incident. So it started here. We had the big sell-off, bit of a bounce, another sell-off, bit of a bounce, and then another sell-off. So we had a couple waves of selling before we finally hit the bottom. And this was in middle of January, and nothing really got resolved till middle of March. So that was 2 months, and I think this COVID virus is much more serious, and it's going to have some more serious implications for the economic situation around the world. So I think this is going to be actually extended out even further. So let's just take a look at the SPY. I'll just take a look at this quickly. Let's look at the monthly. So here's a monthly chart on the SPY. We came down here, and you can see here we touched the 2200 level. Was it right here? 21. Well, low was 2191. And so call it 2200. This is pretty close to where we started this breakout here. We kind of broke above here, consolidated, and then broke higher. So this is back at in 2016. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if we head back to this level. And if we do end up losing that level, not off the table for sure. 2000 could be another significant level of support. and then we'd be back down to sort of the 1800 level, somewhere around here, 1930, even as low as 1800. I hate to think that we might go there, but I don't think it's off the table right now. Certainly, I pretty strongly feel we are going to go back and test this 2200 level, but we shall see. So that's it, everybody. We had a really good YouTube live session at the close today, as well as our normal YouTube live video session pre-market show with Norm and Peter this morning, Wednesday. Carlos is away on vacation this week, and hopefully you'll be able to join us in the room on Friday morning. We'll be there 8:30 Eastern Time, starting with a pre-market show. And this is my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade. If you haven't checked it out yet, that's maybe a good read while you're staying at home. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you in the morning, and have a great rest of the night. Bye for now.